So this is the Soundcore Rave 3S, and this is a super impressive box speaker. It sounds good and it looks good, but more importantly, it's a great option for karaoke because thanks to AI, the artificial intelligence on the Soundcore Rave 3S can remove the vocals from any song that you're streaming to it. It does all of this locally, and it also comes included with 2 wireless microphones. So if you're looking for a mid-sized box speaker, and if you're planning on doing a lot of karaoke, you have to check out the Soundcore Rave 3S. So first, I do want to thank Soundcore for sponsoring this video. Now, the Soundcore Rave 3S has a retail price of $350, which is not bad at all, given that it does come included with 2 wireless microphones. So if you want to pick this speaker up, it'll be linked down below, or you can always press on the YouTube shopping button. And again, thank you to Soundcore for sponsoring this video. So first, their speaker setup. Now, the Rave 3S has a fairly unique speaker setup of a single front-mid-firing woofer with an exhaust port that shoots out the back, and it has 3 front-mid-firing full-range drivers. Also, through Soundcore's app, you can go in and either choose from a few pre-made EQs, or you can make your own. Now, we're going to go ahead and jump into the sound test. The speaker is going to be running at 75% volume while running off of its internal battery, and we're going to be using it with its stock Soundcore signature EQ. And we're also going to be using it with its bass up feature turned on and off, which is going to give you more bass.
I wish I could tell you that I want you here with me, but you'll never love me like the way we used to be. Too far from Saturn, lost in the patterns. Where's the stars aligned so we can be free? Arms are sweaty, knees unsteady. I can't see my head on straight. Heart is heavy, wasn't ready. Don't think I can see your face. Now we're just friends. How long till that ends? It feels like forever away. Yeah, we're on, and we're on. It will never be enough. Now we're gone, and we're on our way. If I stay, if I go, it won't trace this lonely road. So I guess I'll just have to wait for the feelings to fade. Oh, for the feelings to fade. Oh, if I stay, if I go, it won't trace this lonely road. So I guess I'll just have to wait for the feelings to fade. For the feelings to fade. For the feelings to fade. I hope that you know I never wanted to be cold. I think it's the only way I know to be alone. Too far from heartbreak, can't feel the pain. Ain't it a shame I think I sold my only soul? Arms are sweaty, knees unsteady. I can't see my head on straight. Heart is heavy, wasn't ready. Don't think I can see your face. Now we're just friends. How long till that ends? It feels like forever away. Yeah, we're on, and we're on. It will never be enough. Now we're gone, and we're on our way. If I stay, if I go, it won't trace this lonely road. So I guess I'll just have to wait for the feelings to fade. Oh, for the feelings to fade. Oh, if I stay, if I go, it won't trace this lonely road. So I guess I'll just have to wait for the feelings to fade. For the feelings to fade. For the feelings to fade.
So like you've just heard, the speaker sounds well balanced. The vocals are properly emphasized, and it has a decent instrument separation. The main difference here is the bass. Obviously, when the bass up feature is turned on, you're going to get a lot more bass. But more importantly, since the exhaust port on the speaker shoots out the back, you're going to get a good amount of physicality in your bass. And if you were to place the speaker up against a wall, then you'll be able to amplify its bass because the bass is going to have something to bounce off of. But then there's the max volume performance of this speaker. Now this is a 200 watt speaker, and overall I feel that this speaker is going to be good for a crowd of like 15 to 20 people. However, since the speaker charges via a USB-C port, you're not going to get a performance boost out of it if you use it while it's plugged in. But nonetheless, the Soundcore Rave 3S gets plenty loud for its size, is going to be good for a crowd of like 15 to 20 people, and is going to be able to easily fill a garage or large living room if you plan on doing a lot of karaoke with it.
And speaking of karaoke, one of the big things about the Rave 3S is that it does come included with 2 wireless microphones. Now, these mics both take 2 AA batteries, and the speaker itself does have 2 storage compartments for these mics. And the mics themselves have control buttons, so you can directly adjust their volume, and through Soundcore's app, you can also adjust the sound of your mic. You can either choose from a warm vocal profile, neutral, or bright, and you can also add a reverb directly from the app itself, or you can add this reverb directly from the speaker itself. But also, the Rave 3S has a 3/4 inch input as well, so if you want, you can plug in a guitar, or you can plug in a wired mic, so this way you can have a total of 3 mics connected to the speaker. Again, making it a great option if you want to do a lot of karaoke with your friends or family, because more mics is always better. But more importantly, we have to talk about the AI vocal removal tool found on this speaker. With the press of a button, this speaker will automatically remove the vocals from any song that you're playing, regardless of a streaming service. And all of this is done locally on the speaker itself. But the really cool thing is that either through the app or from the mic themselves, you can adjust how much of the vocals you want to remove. So right now we're just going to go ahead and jump into a quick demo of that. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and jump into the AI removal tool. Now we're going to go ahead and press play on our music. So as you can see, we do have the vocals coming in nice and strong. Now, either directly from the speaker itself or from the microphone, you can turn on the AI removal tool. So here we go. Now, by default, it's going to start at maximum. We're going to go ahead and turn it on. There we go. Vocals are back in. Now we're going to remove the vocals. You see, it's barely removed. Vocals are going to come back in now. But the really cool thing is that you can also choose how much of the vocals you want to remove. So right now we're going to go ahead and turn on the AI removal tool again. It's going to be at maximum. Okay, now it's on. And as you can see, the vocals have been removed. But we can also go ahead and lower it down to 75%. Vocals came in a little bit. Here's 50%. Vocals are in a little more. And this is at the lowest setting. So with this tool, you can actually choose how much of the vocals you want to remove, and we're going to turn it on again. Okay, the vocals are now completely back in. And we're going to turn on the removal tool again. Here we go. Not bad at all. Okay. So I think it's great that you can choose how much of the vocals you want removed, because if you're someone that knows the words to a song, then you can crank the AI tool all the way up and just shine. Or if you're someone that needs a little help with the words or with the tone, then you can always leave the vocals in. Overall, this is an amazing speaker for karaoke because it just makes it so easy to do karaoke.
And to go along with the karaoke and the great sound coming out of this speaker, there's also a great looking light feature. This light feature is very impressive, it's very dynamic, it's very bright, and I like its layered hexagonal design because it looks fairly unique. And through Soundcore's app, there's also a few different lighting modes to choose from, and through Soundcore's app, you can easily cycle through them, but you can also customize the light colors, and if you want, you can even make your own. Just keep in mind that if you do decide to use this light feature, that is going to take its toll on the battery life. Now, when it comes to battery life, the Soundcore Rave 3S has an advertised battery life of 12 hours. However, this advertised battery life of 12 hours is with this speaker playing at 50% volume, which is already a decent listening volume, but that's with the light feature turned off and with the bass up feature turned off as well. But for me, real-world use with this speaker playing at 80% volume, which is a great volume when you're with friends or doing karaoke, with the light feature turned on and with the bass up feature turned on, for me it's good for around 7 hours of playback time. Still not bad at all. And like I mentioned earlier, this speaker does charge via a USB-C port, so you can charge it with your phone's charger if you want, which I feel is super convenient. However, you can't use this USB-C port to charge your own devices. And like I mentioned earlier, this speaker does have a 3/4 inch input, so you can plug in a wired mic if you want, and it also has an audio jack, so you can use it with a wired connection. And as you'd expect, obviously the speaker does have Bluetooth, but more importantly, it can be connected to 2 devices at the same time, and latency is not an issue for this speaker, so you can use it to watch videos with on your phone. But also, this speaker is using Auracast, which means a few things. First off, if you have 2 of the same speakers, then you can wirelessly pair them together and get them to play in left to right stereo mode, or you can get up to 10 Soundcore speakers together and get them to play in sync and with the light feature in sync as well. And finally, there's the design of this speaker. The Rave 3S is a mid-size box speaker, meaning that it's small enough to easily take it on the go with you. It has a built-in carrying handle and it weighs in at 23 pounds. So it's small enough to travel with, but it's still large enough to easily fill a large room with sound. And the speaker is rocking an IPX4 rating, so a little bit of water isn't going to hurt the speaker. So with all that being said, I am genuinely surprised by the Soundcore Rave 3S, and I feel that it's a great speaker to recommend, especially to someone that plans on doing a lot of karaoke with their friends and family. First off, this speaker comes included with 2 wireless mics, and if you want, you can plug in a 3rd. And like I mentioned earlier, the more mics, the better, especially for karaoke. But more importantly, the artificial intelligence on this speaker is actually super impressive because you can easily remove the vocals from any song, and all of this is done locally on the device. But also, the Rave 3S sounds good, it looks good, and it also has that built-in battery, so you can do karaoke anywhere you want. If you made it this far, I guess you enjoyed the video, so hit the like button and get subscribed. If you want to pick any of the products up, they'll be linked down below. And if you want to further support the channel, check out the merch. I made some shirts and hoodies that look and feel great. And you know I can be very particular, so I'll only slap my name on something if I'm really proud of it.